Hey guys, I'm going to go over bounce rate today. This is Justin Bryant from selfmadesuccess.com. And one thing that your website or blog really needs is a good user-friendly navigation and setup. A lot of it has to do with your theme, a lot of it has to do with the speed of your website, but your bounce rate is something you can find in your Google Analytics. And I wanted to go over a few ways to decrease your bounce rate, which is the rate of when people come to your site and then they just leave and don't go through other pages and actually spend time on your website. So you want your bounce rate to be, fairly low. I know industry averages say that blogs and lead pages, capture pages, things like that, tend to have higher rates on average, so I wouldn't worry too much about it because you can't really control everything when it comes to traffic, especially if you're ranking in search engines like Google. But I'm going to go over a few ways to decrease that and how to look into your bounce rate and see what you need to improve. Now, this is actually a fairly new site. Selfmadesuccess.com is, as of making this video, is still only a few months old. So my bounce rate is actually not great. It's actually the average for the blogs around the world, but I'm actually going to go over how to fix it, and I'm actually going to apply these things myself. So I may keep you updated on my results in a couple months of how my bounce rate dramatically goes down and what I did to fix it by following these strategies I'm teaching you today. So how do you measure it? You go to Google Analytics, you set up an account, and as you can see, your bounce rate is right here. 83.06% for one of my websites, my newer ones, and what that means is roughly 83% of the people that join my site don't go through other pages. Now, a lot of this is PPC traffic. I recently started doing PPC traffic to my capture pages, which are hosted on my website. And so that'll actually make it go up, because when you take people to a capture page, usually what they do, either they opt in or they don't, and then they leave, a lot of times. So when they opt in, they'll go to other pages, but, no matter what you're selling, most of the time they won't opt in every single time, so your bounce rate is going to increase. So you want to make sure everything's very targeted. Here's some numbers of the industry averages here. Got this from quicksprout.com, so props to them for making their infographic on this. But as you can see, blogs and things like that are the ones that tend to have a lot more. Let me go back here. Okay, blogs tend to have higher percentages and landing pages as well. So considering I've been doing both with a fairly new website, that's not going to help my cause as far as bounce rates, but I will be improving that. As you can see here, a lot of you watching this video probably have a blog or something like that, or lead pages that you host. Retail sites and service sites do pretty well because, basically you just go there to buy stuff. So when you go on to what I'm going to teach you as far as decreasing it, then you can try a few things, such as making it more navigable. You might change the theme to make it more user-friendly, a little more simple. I've seen people with some crazy backgrounds and stuff like that. You don't want to get into that. That'll distract people. You don't want to do too many pop-ups. I've seen websites with like 3 or 4 different pop-ups. Now, it does work for some people that make them clean and professional looking, but a lot of times it just annoys people. So if you're going to do a pop-up, I would do it kind of like on the side, in the corner, in this white space around the content, and not like just pop up right in the middle. Obviously, you want to have high quality content, and you can use Pingdom and QuickSprout to check the speed of your site. That's another big thing is, if you don't load within a couple seconds when they click on it, they'll just leave, and that'll increase your bounce rate by a big margin. So I'd recommend those two, and they will help you see what's wrong with your site and see how fast it really is. You want external links to be in separate windows, so when you click on Pingdom or QuickSprout, for instance, I have it set up to where it'll come up in a separate tab, so people don't have to click the back button all the time. You don't want people having to do that. Make it mobile friendly. 17% of your traffic is probably coming from a smartphone, so I would recommend you get a plug-in or just some kind of coding or something, or get a developer to help you make it mobile friendly so your site can be viewed on any device. And like I already went over, cutting out distractions is always good. Make your search box towards the top. A lot of themes will have that as one thing I will probably be adding. Putting a search box up in here or something like that. And keep your content readable. As you can see, I never do really large paragraphs like I used to. You can see I only do about, 2 or 3, I'd say 2 sentences usually at the most per paragraph. And I wouldn't go over that because it makes it cleaner, helps people scan easier, and make sure it's something they want to read. And it's all about the users. So drive higher quality traffic if you're doing ads to your website. Like I told you before, if you're doing Bing, Facebook PPC, or even AdWords, then make sure it's high quality people that have bought something similar to yours, what you're selling, or bought a service similar to yours. Just people that are very high quality traffic that are most likely to want to read what you have to offer. And really just don't make your posts too long, and use media to kind of break things up. As you can see, I like to use, I have a little case study here. I have a picture of where the bounce rate would be. I'll have videos, just things like that. You want to make it all user friendly. You make your post very fast, and you also want to drive high quality traffic. So if you keep those three things in mind, this bounce right here will decrease quite a bit, and maybe even under 50%. And that's probably where you want to aim. That's where I want to go, is below 50% within the next month or so. And so I'll keep you updated on how that goes. But overall, if you just get high quality traffic and you make it user friendly, keep it simple, and make your site very fast, those 3 things are the main things I would say to focus on to decrease your bounce rate. So I'll see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know what you thought about it, and you'll also be able to go through the blog post at your own pace and read over it. So, see you in the next video. This is Justin Bryant. Have a great day.